wants to note, and then there's a little bit after, like, what to enslave is the 4th of July. You can read about that.
Have fun. One of the things that I love about the civic spirit constitutions that you have is the Constitution, while it was written long ago, it is dynamic, and we read it in different ways at different times. So the notion of like updating it, finding different resonances is really valuable. And that's why you're going to be working with the text today. So in a minute or so, we're going to be counting off by 4s, and we're going to be going up to classrooms on the 3rd floor. So there are staircases for those who want to take the staircase, and there are elevators for those who want to take the elevators. The rooms are marked, so they have regular classroom names, but you'll see they're marked room 1 through 6. You're only going to need rooms 1 through 4 for the activity now. There will be about 8 of you in a group, and when you get in there, you're going to have to split into 2 groups of 4. You'll come back together for a second exercise, which we'll share at that point. But you're going to have 20 minutes for this first exercise. Each of those 2 groups of 4 will get an envelope that has excerpts from the Constitution. You'll get a big piece of, somewhere around here, a flip chart paper to write those 3 categories, and you'll get glue to glue them down. And as our lead fellows were saying, that might seem, oh, like that's easy, but constitutional scholars debate these issues for weeks and years, as Rick can tell us. So it's not about getting it right, it's really about sort of your interpretation, which we'll then have a chance to talk about. Any questions about that? Or anything else lead fellows want to say in the framing?
I just want to say that, like, as you go through this activity, I think it's really important to think about the way that how you read the Constitution and how the way that your government reads the Constitution can, like, either differ or, like, the importance that that has.
We all have different interpretations.
It's okay to disagree with
each other. In terms of what Ms. Balaban said, the Constitution is dynamic. Not every constitutional scholar or even judge agrees with that. Don't count me in that category.
So have you heard the term originalists?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the late Justice Scalia was one of the originalists who believed it's not dynamic. It should be interpreted the way it was written in terms of the times when it was written. So think about that, whether you think it should be dynamic and interpreted in terms of these times and circumstances, or whether it should be interpreted according to the times and history at the time it was written.
And in your small groups, you might want to take that perspective. Have someone say, how would an originalist classify this? How might we today classify this? Okay, we good? Should we start the counting off? Why don't we start in that far corner by Olivia, and we're just going to sort of call out 1 through 4. Also, another thing that seems deceptively easy, but is it always? Let's see how we do.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
2, 3, 4,
2,
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
3, 4.
1, 2, 3,
4.
1,
2.
4, 1,
2.
Jonathan, why don't we do you? 3.
4, 1.
2.
Oh, 3. No, I want to be 2. All right.
2.
3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Excellent. You guys did it like pros. So remember your number. We're going up to the 3rd floor and look for your room number, 1 through 4.
Where the 3's at?
Or anyone? Which group stuff? Like, you're a team. Yeah, me too.
These are the lead fellows. They are students with us last year. Marianne, are you free? I think okay, but Taylor. I don't know. Wait, you're free? Sorry.
Sorry, Bob.
We will be coming back down here, but not for a while.
Yo, why are you going to the gym? To the gym? No, I'm talking to the gym. Oh, the gym? How you are? Yeah, man, you got broke off.